Wild.
Hi. Speaking of something wild.
Ooh. Oh, me or you?
The two of us. So, how you doing?
Well, let's see. How am I doing?
So you have to think about it, huh?
Yeah, these days I sure do.
A lot of changes.
Honey, you would not believe the changes. I mean, everything I do, everything I look at and think about, it's different now. I mean, you just can't even know how it's freed me.
Have you spoken with your father since you've been back?
Yeah, about 10 times a day. Calling him constantly.
Oh, Jake, I am so happy for the both of you.
It's just like, you know, it's like we were dead to each other. He was a man who did horribly disgusting things to me. He wasn't a father. You know, I couldn't look at him that way. And now to realize that none of that is true, I mean, it's a great feeling, Felicia. It's like nothing I've ever felt in my life.
Storm.
Hello, Bill.
What can I do for you?
May I come in?
Well, sure, please, please, by all means.
Well, I haven't seen you in quite a while.
I wish you weren't seeing me now.
Well, this doesn't sound good.
It isn't good, Bill.
Well, what can I do for you?
I have a problem with the job offer you made to my sister.
Well, that's what's upsetting you?
Yes, it is.
I'm surprised.
Surprised, huh?
Well, frankly, I thought you'd be very pleased about it. You know, I am giving your sister quite an opportunity.
Then why don't we say this? I appreciate the gesture, but I'll appreciate it even more if you withdraw the offer.
Why, for heaven's sakes?
Bill, if you have to ask that question, it shows that you and I are on two different planets.
Well, I'm afraid I do have to ask that question. Quite frankly, I'm a little incensed that you came all the way over here like this. After I've gone out of my way to give your sister a chance to better her life.
Better her life?
Yes.
Like you bettered my father's life? Giving him a job and then shipping him off to Paris?
Well, obviously, you have an attitude. I don't think it's really timely for me to discuss this with you right now.
Oh, I'm not here to discuss it. I'm here to tell you what you are going to do.
Oh, you are?
Donna is not going to get caught up in your web. Now, you tell her the job is off.
My. Aren't we the hot little man, Storm? I would have thought, being an attorney, you would have certainly shown a little more self-control.
Oh, I'm perfectly controlled.
Well, I'm glad. That way I'm not concerned about your response.
My response to what?
Learning that Donna has accepted the job.
Well, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. We haven't had much of a chance to talk since you've been back.
No, Eric, listen, I'm going to have those final changes on your desk tomorrow, okay?
Well, that's fine. I'm not worried about that.
You're not?
No. How are you doing?
Sounds like you're in a whirlwind, sweetheart.
You got that right.
But a positive whirlwind.
Very. I just have to learn to accept it, to live with it.
You will.
Oh, it's not always that easy. I mean, not that I'm complaining. It's just a change, you know? Big change. It just leaves you out of breath at the end of the day.
Well, you know where you can catch your breath if you need to.
Thanks. That means a lot.
So how's work?
Well, like everything else, totally different. The people, the lessons, the way I'm teaching them. You know, I keep wondering if I look as changed to everyone else as I feel to myself.
You look better. Happier, more relaxed.
I mean, get this. You know what I did last night till like 3 o'clock in the morning?
What?
I painted.
Painted. You mean you painted your apartment?
No, I painted a picture.
No way.
Yeah, I went out, I bought some watercolors, paper, a brush, and I painted. Why? I have no idea. I mean, I haven't done that since I was a kid. I mean, a tiny kid.
Probably since before you were 5, I'll bet.
Yeah. Before I was 5. You see what I'm telling you? I mean, there's this whole new person that I'm finding out about.
You're a whole person, Jake. Maybe for the first time since you were abused.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. 20 years. I mean, that is a long time to be living in a cage. Because that's what I was doing. But now, I am stepping out. I mean, that door is open, and I'm looking around. And the perspective out there is endless. I mean, endless. I am going to do whatever I want to do because I'm able to now. Whatever I want. It's awesome.
Donna accepted your job offer.
I just received a phone call just a short time ago. And would you like to hear what she said?
No, I don't really care what she said. She's not working for you, Bill.
Oh, no. Come on, Storm. Let's don't get all worked up over this. After all, she is an adult. And Donna can certainly make her own decisions.
You think I don't have a card to play, right? You're wrong.
You're not even in the game, my friend. So why don't you just go ahead and run along? Or better yet, why don't you go chase an ambulance? Oh, yes, of course, you could hit me. But that would muddy the waters very nicely.
So, how was Madison?
Pretty intense.
What happened? Do you want to tell me about it?
Well, Jake and I made some major discoveries about our family.
Good ones, I hope.
Yeah, it was pretty positive for us.
I'm glad to hear that.
In that respect, the trip really was a resounding success.
But in some respects, it wasn't?
I came back to a very difficult situation at home.
Taylor.
Hi, you busy?
No, come in. I have the most incredible news.
It's about Jake, I hope. That was his car I just passed coming in, wasn't it?
I am in love with a man whose entire world has changed overnight.
Then it wasn't his father after all. That's really an amazing turn of events.
Tragic, isn't it?
Well, it is tragic, but it's also fortunate that Jake found out the truth.
And Taylor, the effect this is having on him.
Has it given him a whole new outlook?
I'm telling you, just being around him, you feel this energy. He is not the same man we knew.
No, he isn't, Felicia. He isn't the same man at all.
This situation at home that you came back to.
Eric, listen, I don't want to burden you with this.
Margo, I have to say, Bill came by to see me while you were away.
He did?
Yes, he did.
About what?
He was very upset about you being out of town.
You know, he's been like this for weeks. He can't understand why I'm upset about my brother being sexually abused.
My God, it's such an incredibly difficult situation.
You know, I mean, Jake was sexually abused. I think that's pretty serious stuff. I would expect a little compassion for my husband, but no, he even accused Jake of making it up.
Well, what can I say? He's not perfect,
Far from it.
but he is your husband.
Yes, he is my husband. But you know, sometimes I wonder.
I wouldn't do anything impulsive.
Oh, if I do something, it won't be impulsive. No, I've been thinking about this for a long time.
He does love you.
You know, is it love? Is that what it is? Sometimes I feel like I'm one of Bill's publications. He likes the cover, but he doesn't care to open the book and find out what's inside.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Do you love him?
I'm not sure. I mean, I thought I did. But the person I loved doesn't seem to be the man that I'm living with now.
Yeah. No, Trish, tell them to wait. I want to be there for that. Yeah, tell them I'm on my way. Look, I have to get down to the cutting room.
Thank you.
Well, God knows you don't have to thank me for that. It wasn't that long ago that I was confiding in you about my problems with Stephanie. But listen, whatever you do, you move very slowly and very deliberately. And most important of all, try to communicate with a man.
Due to illness, the role of Donna Logan is being played by Mary Sheldon.
Your secretary wasn't out there, so I thought I'd wait for you in here.
That's fine. I was just a little surprised.
Well, I'm anxious to hear about the job assignment. That is, if you have the time.
Well, actually, Donna, I'm right in the middle of something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's quite all right. They're just meetings. Anyway, I do expect you here first thing tomorrow morning.
Really?
So come in here, sit down, and we will go over everything.
I may not have shown it, Mr. Spencer, but I'm terribly excited about this job.
Well, there is one thing that you can do to help. Please, call me Bill.
Sometimes I do.
Yes, and sometimes you don't, which I suppose is just how you feel at the moment. But I do hope that you're relaxed enough now to call me by my first name, as much as possible.
I'll certainly try.
Yeah. I also know that you're very excited about the job, but there is pressure from home.
Yes, my brother and sister.
Well, that's unfortunate. But it's nice that you are a young woman who can make decisions on her own.
You know how family is.
Yes, I definitely know how family is.
Well, I should let you prepare for your meeting. I'll be in the morning.
Well, I look forward to it.
I feel really good about this job, Mr. Bill. I'm going to be an asset to this company.
I have all the confidence in the world. Goodbye, Donna.
Goodbye, Bill.
Storm, hi.
Hi.
You know, if you're looking for Rich, he's not in the office.
No, actually, Margo, I'm here looking for you.
The way you say that, it almost sounds a little ominous.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to sound ominous.
But Jake has changed.
No, he's in the process of changing. Healing would really be a better way to put it.
Healing.
For the first time, Jake is a man that is unencumbered by an ugly, terrible past.
Well, isn't there some way that I can help him cope with this?
Just be open to all the changes. Don't fight it. See, Jake is finally learning to accept himself for the first time. That's something that is very difficult for an abused child to try to do. See, you were in love with a man that was emotionally crippled. Now you're in love with a man that's just going to get stronger each day.
But I want him to get strong.
Of course you do. That would only help your relationship. And whatever it turns out to be.
Whatever it turns out to be. You mean it might turn out to be something other than what we originally thought? Is that what you're saying?
That's possible.
Is it likely?
Well, I wouldn't say it would be likely.
It's hard to put odds on a situation like this.
No, that's impossible. Now, how are you really feeling?
I'm not sure. Okay, I guess.
It's all right to be frightened. You wouldn't be human otherwise.
I love him. I have wanted this for Jake ever since I met him. And he is finally gonna get it. Yeah, sure, I'm a little scared, but not as scared as I am proud and pleased for Jake. This is a whole new start for him. I mean, everything from here on is gonna get better. Better than it ever was before. Everything. How can I not take joy in that?